You know, I think I told you this story already, but
Sorry.
it keeps coming up. And anyway, it went on for 2 or 3 days, and I kept going up to Babaji, and he kept not letting me make pranam to him, jumping out of the way. He was saying things to me that were very harsh, but he was saying it with so much love in his voice that I just didn't believe him. I actually couldn't believe that he could be angry with me. I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't encompass it at all. And on the 3rd day or so, I was coming up in the mornings after Chanda, and we would carry buckets of water up and fill the water tanks. We had to all carry buckets of water up, and I was bringing up buckets of water, put some water in the water tank, and there was Babaji standing next to the water tank with a horse with all of my belongings tied onto it. And I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't encompass this. And Babaji said, "You go." And he hit the horse. And the horse started walking, and the horseman was walking off with the horse. And then Babaji looked at me and he said, "Baba no love. You know, Kharku no obeys orders." My knees just collapsed. I collapsed onto it. Like I didn't faint, but it was as if I fainted. Life ended, and I fell on the floor, I fell on the ground, and I was looking up at Babaji, and the only thing I could do was I grabbed my janeo and said, "Babaji, can I keep my string?" "Babaji, can I keep my string?" And he just said, You go to Kathmandu." And then as I was walking out of I was crying, I could hardly stumble. I was stumbling out of the ashram, and Babaji yelled after me and said, "And you tell Hukum Singh he can't come also." I didn't know where I was going to go or anything, but when he said that, it was like an order. Then I had to go. I knew I had to go to Kathmandu. And when I arrived in Kathmandu, there was a letter from Babaji that he must have written. It must have been sent. Mail from Haidakhandi to Kathmandu must have taken at least 10 days or something. So he must have had somebody write this letter a long time ago. And there was a letter addressed to me at Priyas Rajpande's house, asking me to ask Priyas Rajpande for $3,000, and that started me in business. And the letter said, "You take this money from Priyas Rajpande, and then you can come back to Haidakhandi. You start your business, you can come back to Haidakhandi anytime." So it was like, in my...
I really love where you said, "I couldn't imagine that Babaji could be angry at me."
I couldn't imagine it. I totally, and you know, I can say now many things. One thing, of course, I so needed someone to love, and I so felt this, I so connected with Babaji instantly that it was inconceivable to me. But also I know that, and also I've learned through scriptures and through satsangs with great people, that it's the knowing and absolute believing which turns our visions into reality. God can't resist that. That's being really connected. So, but then it's how we turn visions into reality.